Yeah. Trigger warning. Trigger warning. You still talk, I just marked the sound. One slip up, and I sparked your round. Trigger warning, you stepped in, now I carved you out. Third shot hits, no crawling out. Trigger warning. You still talk, I just marked the sound. One slip up, and I sparked your round. Trigger warning, you stepped in, now I carved you out. Third shot hits, no crawling out. Froze in the light, I was posed in the dark with a scope on your pride. Every boast leaves a mark, got a ghost in your mind. Every quote leaves a spark, now you choke on the lines I composed from the start. You was close to the climb, but you froze at the arc while I wrote with a shine. Now my prose is an art, got a load in the 9, but I'm known for the bars. Every flow is designed like I sculpted the stars. You were sleeping on threats, now I'm reading your breath. I'm the reason your pen never reaches its depth. It's the demon you begged when you pleaded for death. I'm the reaper in flesh with a speech that's possessed. You got loud, I got calm, that's a different effect. I don't brawl, I just bomb and keep my intellect checked. Ain't no stall in my palm, I put the trigger in text. Now you gone and your song gets dissected like tests. Trigger warning, you still talk, I just marked the sound. One slip up, and I sparked your round. Trigger warning, you stepped in, now I carved you out. Third shot hits, no crawling out. Trigger warning, you still talk, I just marked the sound. One slip up, and I sparked your round. Trigger warning, you stepped in, now I carved you out. Third shot hits, no crawling out. You blink, I'm already steps ahead with the blade. Every ink drop etched like a message engraved. You was loud, but I'm pressure compressed in a phrase. Every vowel's a weapon, I'm blessing the graves. You flexing the days while I hex every page. Tried to wrestle my name, now you're swept in the wave. I dissect when I play, I don't just when I spray. Every breath that I take is a test you won't ace. Now you gasping for footing, I'm laughing and cooking. You playing for a push, but I playing for the booking. You ran with a look, but I ran with the hook and caught you slipping again. Now the damage is crooked, wasn't fair from the bell. I was poised at the break. Now you stare at yourself with that poison mistake. They ain't hear what I held, now the voice of the quake. I'm the page you regret every choice that you make. Trigger warning, you still talk, I just marked the sound. One slip up, and I sparked your round. Trigger warning, stepped in, now I carved you out. Third shot hits, no crawling out. You still talk, I just marked the sound. One slip up, and I sparked your round. Trigger warning, you stepped in, now I carved you out. Third shot hits, no crawling out. Stepped in the smoke, now you're begging for air. Every quote that I wrote left your legacy bare. Tried to float on a hope, now you're dead in the glare. It's a note from the GOAT, not a prayer, just a dare. Every threat you compose, I dismember with flair. Every step that you pose was a tremble, a tear. I don't boast, I expose, you remember the stare. When I ghost through your prose like a pen with a flare. This ain't chess, it's a war, and your bishop just cracked. Took your rook off the board, now you wishing I'd lapse. But I cook every chord like a mission intact. You just look at the score and envision collapse. There's no mask in the casket, I lifted the drape. Left your past in the ashes, you drifted too late. This my path, you were passive, I shifted the stakes. Now you bask in the static while I finish the tape. Trigger warning, you still talk, I just marked the sound. One slip up, and I sparked trigger warning. Trigger warning, stepped in, now I carved you out. Third shot hits, no crawling. Trigger warning, you still talk, I just marked the sound. One slip up, and I sparked trigger warning. Trigger warning, stepped in, now I carved you out. Third shot hits, no crawling now. Checkmate, now you're stuck in a loop. Every bar's like a scar, I reopen the truth. Try to dodge, but the aim been known to improve. So I line up the shot like it's something to prove. This ain't luck, it's a code that I wrote in the dirt. Where the silence explodes and the motive is hurt. Ain't no peace in the ink, just a motive to win. You collapse from the blow and I'll do it again. Trigger warning, you still talk, I just marked the sound. One slip up, and I sparked trigger warning. Trigger warning, you stepped in, now I carved you out. Third shot hits, no crawling out. Trigger warning, you still talk, I just marked the sound. One slip up, and I sparked trigger warning. Trigger warning, you stepped in, now I carved you out. Third shot hits, no crawling out. 3 shots deep, that's loaded. Pressure, trigger, each one colder, each blow hit bigger.